As far as the disillusionment with Israel's government, this is posed to Reza Aslan, with Israel's government, especially Netanyahu kind of giving up on the two-state solution, the recent coalition between Kadima, and apparently with that comes a portfolio that Mafaz will take over the peace process for that coalition government. Do you see any more optimism that a two-state solution might be reached with that more centrist party?
I don't. The problem is with the makeup of the Israeli government. I mean, it's not as though Kadima can simply unilaterally decide what the peace process is going to be like. The second largest party in the coalition is Likud, and the Likud charter can't be any clearer. There is no such thing as a Palestinian, there is no such thing as a Palestinian state unless you're talking about Jordan. So the idea that the second largest party in that coalition will approve anything like land swaps, anything like the dismantling of settlements, now with Kadima on board as opposed to without Kadima, I don't think there's any reason to think that. I do feel like I have to just say one very important thing, that the bloodshed that I speak of, the apartheid, the ethnic cleansing, has already been underway. And it's the result not of collective decisions, but of indecision. It's the indecision by these parties that is leading us to the one-state solution that I speak of.
Well, indecision is a decision. It's a choice. It's a choice.
So the choice is to do nothing.
Okay. We have two people who are fundamentally on the same side here. You know, I mean, this is probably the worst defense I've heard of a one-state solution. It's basically a two-state solution that's not working out. We're in stalemate. So, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to pick the questions. You can identify, the questioner can identify who they'd like to direct that question to, and then, very quickly, less than a minute, state the question. Back there.
It's to either one of you, but how do you make peace when one side wants to destroy the other and doesn't recognize its right to exist?
Which
side are you talking about?
Hamas wants to destroy Israel.
Let me answer that.
I'll let it.
The sole Hamas is not part of Israeli-Palestinian diplomacy, and as long as its policies are the way they are, it's not going to be part of Israeli-Palestinian diplomacy. The sole legitimate representative of the Palestinian people is the Palestine Liberation Organization. In a formal letter from PLO chairman Yasser Arafat to Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin in 1993, the PLO recognized Israel and its right to live in peace and security, free of threats, etc., etc. And that is the basis of all subsequent Oslo negotiations. So the Palestinians, through their highest body, formally and in writing, have recognized the state of Israel for almost 20 years. What Israel did in response, the letter from Rabin to Arafat, was to recognize the Palestine Liberation Organization as the sole legitimate representative of the Palestinian people and agree to negotiate with it. That's it. So in terms of a two-state solution, one of the critiques that Reza might make, and that I would certainly accept, is that part of the gross asymmetry that has prevented it from being realized is that the Palestinians have fulfilled the sine qua non of a two-state solution, recognizing the other state. Whereas Israel has not recognized the Palestinian state, nor have they recognized the Palestinian right to statehood. Hamas is a Palestinian political party that is in de facto control of Gaza. It has no diplomatic role whatsoever and no diplomatic standing, and they don't even claim it.